everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today the recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you is some sugar rollout cookies. Since Valentine's Day is just right around the corner, I thought I'd share with you how I decorate my cookies and how I package them as well. So before we get started, if you like the video and would like to see more of them, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first thing that we're going to go through is the ingredients for the dough. I have a lot of other stuff here that I'm going to show y'all that I use for decorating and for packaging for gifts and stuff. So the first thing that we're going to need is 2 3/4 cups of flour, 1 1/2 cups of sugar, 1 egg, 2 sticks of butter, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. And remember, the almond extract is very, very strong, so less is better with this. And then we need a little bit of flour for later for the rolling. Okay, let me get the other stuff ready and I'll show you what I have for the package. Okay, for the decorating of the cookies, I just get a variety of sprinkles like the sugar, the little Periols, pink sprinkles, the heart sprinkles, and then I need some food coloring for the icing for later for the decorating. I also have a package of royal icing mix that I use to decorate the cookies. And then for the packaging, I do gift a lot of Valentine stuff, so I just look for packaging all over the place. I get these from the dollar store, so I mean they're inexpensive and they fit a good amount of cookies. I mean, I think we can probably get about a dozen in here, so that makes for a good gift. And they have different designs. I like to use the doilies, the heart doilies, just different sizes. I also order these boxes off of Amazon, real inexpensive. I use these for bigger cookies, and I insert a piece of tissue paper. As you can see, this one has the hearts, and I can use that, or you can use these little bags that you can find, 3 for $1. You know, you can probably find them just about anywhere, and they have different designs. And I also have, like, if you like to give the teachers for your kids' schools, I mean, this holds a bunch. I mean, this, you can put 3 dozen cookies in here, or for the neighbor, or for co-workers, you know. And then, of course, we need our cookie cutters. I have a variety of them. I normally just pick a couple of sizes, and that's what I go with. This is a good size for decorating. And then I also like this one because of the little ridges that it has. It makes a real pretty cookie. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our dough, and then we'll get started on the decoration. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to get our flour, our salt and baking powder, and we're just going to mix everything together. And we are going to just give it a whisk, make sure everything's incorporated. Okay, and then our extracts, we're going to pour it into the egg. It's just quicker to get it all put in there at once. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add the 2 sticks of butter into the mixer. And we're going to cream this. We're going to cream the butter till it's real light and fluffy, and then we'll add the sugar. Okay, let's add the sugar. And then we'll scrape down the bowl. Okay, scraping down the sides, making sure nothing is hiding from us. Now we're going to add the egg and the extracts and beat that. Okay, we're going to add the flour a little bit at a time. to check it, the bottom, make sure nothing is stuck down there. And it seems like it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get it off of here. We're going to transfer it to the work surface and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I just dumped all the dough on my work surface, and as you can see, some of this is still crumbly, but as soon as you start to knead it just a little bit, it will come together. Okay, you're just going to knead it just a little bit to get it all together. And this dough, the reason I love this dough is because most doughs you have to let them chill in the refrigerator, you know, for a while before you can roll them out. This one you can roll out right away. So I'm going to set up the cookie cutters and we're going to get this rolled out and we're going to get the cookies ready for baking. Put a little flour down on the work surface. And in this case, just like in many recipes, less is more. Put some on your rolling pin just so it doesn't stick. I flatten this down with my hands a little bit. And we're going to roll this out to about 1/4 of an inch thick. Maybe a little bit thicker. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So I think about there should do us. Yeah, try to get it as even as you can. This way the cookies bake evenly. And I just chose these few little cutters here. And I'll show you what I do with them. And then I got a little spatula so that I could scrape them up and put them on the cookie trays that I have over here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go with this nice little fat one here. I think this one makes for some nice cookies. Then you just go around. I try to put them as tight as I can so I don't have to. Okay, and then I start popping off all the dough that's not cut. See, then you just scrape them up like that. And I like to fix the little edges, make sure that they're not, you know, all raggedy. And then I put it on the baking sheet, okay? After I put them all on the baking sheet, I put them in the freezer for a little bit so that they can firm up and they won't spread on me when I bake them, okay? And I'll post the baking time and everything in the description box. Okay, let me scrape all these up and then I'll get back with you. Okay, these are the cookies that I got from what I just cut out. And then I gathered the rest of the dough that we had and I just put it back and shaped it back into a ball. We're gonna re-roll it and then you just do the same thing all over again. Oops. Of course, this is gonna be a lot smaller because this is just the leftover dough that we have. Okay guys, I got all the cookies cut and they're gonna go in a 350-degree oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now everybody's oven is different, so check your cookies at about 6 or 7 minutes and I'll get back with you after they're out. I baked up all the cookies and I made the royal icing and this is what it looks like. And on one of them I just put some red food coloring. It's kind of pink. You can make it as dark as you want, or put whatever color you want. It doesn't have to be pink. And what I do with the cookies is I get a little offset spatula or even use the same spoon and I start to decorate the cookies. I put the icing on first. I mean, you can get real fancy and use a piping bag if you want, but this is just something real quick that you can make a whole bunch of. And then before this dries, put some sprinkles on it. I just add a couple of sprinkles, different kinds. Okay. Then I just set them on this cookie tray that I have over here to the side. And the icing, it gets hard. So the sprinkles will stick to it. And then I just keep going, and then I do some pink and some white, and I change the sprinkles and whatnot. Or you can even melt some chocolate and dip them half in chocolate. Let's try another sprinkle here. And I normally put it over a plate so I can collect the sprinkles that I lose in the process. See? And the ones that don't stick, just throw them on the plate, and then you just put them on the sheet. Guys, I got all the cookies decorated, and I hope you can see what they look like. Don't just narrow your choices to pink and white. I put this on a lime green color, and I put this multicolored sprinkles on this one. Just let your imagination run. It's just a cookie, and I know people appreciate it when you make it from your heart. So, okay, I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I package my Valentine cookies. Like this little box. This is a 6x6 little box. I open up the little box. Let me see, make sure you can see me here. I like to put a couple of little hearts, the doily hearts in there. Just like that. Just so they can see it's a little heart. And then I get a piece of parchment paper so that the cookies aren't sitting on top of the doilies like that. And I just put in some cookies. You put in as many as you want or as little as you want. I'm just gonna put a few in here so you can see what it looks like. Okay, you just start stacking them in there like this, and then fill it up as much as you want. I'm just gonna close this so you can see. And then you just put a little heart sticker on it, and there's one, and it looks so cute. And people know that you've spent some time on it. And these little metal tins, I do the same thing. I get one of the little white doilies, heart doilies, and then I put a piece of parchment paper in there. I put a few cookies. See? And then you put as many as you want. I'm just putting a few just to show you. And then you just box it up, and these are ready to go. And they just look adorable. And people are gonna love it. And then for the little bags, I have these. I just open them. I put a piece of tissue paper in there. That one's already got a lot of hearts, so we'll do a solid color. Put the tissue paper in first. And then you put your little doily so the cookies can sit on top. And then they're like that. And you put your cookies in there. And you close them up. And who's not going to like that for Valentine's Day? And then for the teachers or your co-workers, put a doily down. And then you just put the rest of the cookies in there and fill her up. Put some candies, some small candies in there. See, doesn't that just look pretty? Of course, you would fill it up to the top, or, you know, and then you just, that's just adorable. Okay, guys, that concludes the video for today. I hope that you enjoyed the ideas that I gave you. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.